Because Lisa was like a...
What?
Lisa was like a...
What?
Lisa was like a... You know how some people are like a...
What?
Lisa was a bad friend, you know?
A what?
A bad friend. She was a bad friend. She was like a bad friend. Like she could be.
Okay.
Sometimes, you know, like a really bad friend.
Sure.
Like sometimes, like she could be. Like I don't like to say that, but it's true. For example, just to give you an example, like you know how some people are like,
Sure.
okay, right, and so she was like that.
Okay.
Like she was like that. She really was.
Okay.
And I mean, I don't mean to.
It's okay.
But, you know, it's gotta be said. Like, someone's gotta say it, and apparently, it's gotta be me. So anyway, so we would like.
Right.
And you know how some people, just to go back a beat, are like.
Right.
Like, that's what she was like. That was what she was like. She was literally
right.
like that. Like, she literally was like that. She was. I'm talking about Lisa.
Uh-huh.
So, but basically, and I'm not going to lie here, and I'm not trying to whatever, but she was a lot. She was a lot to handle. Like, you really had to be up for it. Like, you really did. You had to be like, I'm hanging out with Lisa. And, like, everything that went along with that, you know? It was a whole thing.
Okay.
It was a whole thing. And honestly, I felt bad for her. Like, I honestly felt bad for her. I felt bad for her. Because everyone knew. Everyone knew what she was like. And it was like a widely acknowledged or whatever fact. Like, there's no denying that. There's really no denying that. There's not.
Okay.
There's just not.
Okay.
Like, there's really not.
Okay.
Like, you can try, but I bet you'll fail.
Okay.
Like, good luck.
Okay.
Like, go for it if you want, but...
Okay.
Like, really?
Okay.
Like, really?
Okay.
Like, you're really gonna take the time to do that? No.
Okay.
Like, no.
Okay.
Like, you're not. Like, take it from me. Like, save yourself some time and take it from me. Because she really was like that. And anyway. So. She was just like that. And it drove me fucking crazy. Although she could be,
Yeah.
and I'm not trying to contradict everything I just said, but there were, you know, times, I mean, not all the time, she wasn't like this all the time, the good way, you know, the reverse, but there were, you know, times when she could be
Right.
a good friend. Like, she could be. Like, that was possible. And this is the side of her that no one really saw. Of Lisa, I mean. And I did. Because, you know, we were friends. We were friends. Like, she was kind of terrible. But she was kind of great, too. She could be great. Good. Not great, but good. She could be a good friend. And no one really saw that, except for me. I mean, there were times when she really could be, like, a good friend, actually. Like, she could be, actually, which is kind of, you know, amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it really is that someone could be, like, two people at once.
Right.
Or at different times, like, two people at different times in one body. And I know we all contain, you know, multitudes or whatever, like Shakespeare said. And I think he's right. I really think he's right. Every time I read him, I'm like, this guy is right. Shakespeare. Not just that saying, but all of them. He was very quotable. He was a notable quotable. It was a night we did in middle school. I played Harry Houdini, but my other friend Marky played Shakespeare. Oh, moon! But my other friend Adam played Ella Fitzgerald, a strange fruit. That whole thing. But I don't remember who Lisa played. Where was I? But Lisa, right, was like, anyway, so there really were times when she was different than I just described, than what I had started out describing her as having been like she'd shift, like there'd be a shift. Like all of a sudden she'd become this really nice person, like she really would, like it was kind of astounding how those shifts could happen. Like, do you ever feel that in your life? Like, there's one thing, and then there's something else. Like, do you ever feel that? Like a shift from one thing to another? For example, let me think of an example about Lisa, about how she would shift. Like one time, Are you still there?
Uh-huh.
Like, this one time, we were on our way, we were going, to an event, okay, or whatever, and she was late. She was always late, like, always, like, once I was just like, why? Like, I said it, I straight up, said it. I was just like, why are you always late? Like, why are you like that? Like, why?
And?
What?
And what?
What?
What and what?
Sorry, I'm confused.
And what did she say?
Oh, right. Lisa. Well, she has this whole, thing.
Right.
She has this thing where if she feels criticized, like if she feels like you're criticizing her, like she'll get really right? And then it gets really hard to, have any sort of.
Exactly.
And actually what she'll do is she'll be like, I feel criticized. Like she'll literally say, like, when you criticize me, I feel criticized. And I'm like, yes, like you should feel criticized. Like I am criticizing you, So yes, in the most literal sense of the word, you should feel criticized because you are being criticized. Deal with it. Or don't. Your choice or whatever. But then is my favorite move. This is my fucking favorite move of all time. Not movie, but move. Movie's another question. Favorite movie? Back to the Future 2? I don't know, but... no, Aladdin, but no, this is my favorite move of Lisa's. One step ahead of the bad guy. It's incredible, Lisa's move that she does, because she'll be like, were those the lyrics? One step, Aladdin in the first, whatever. But then she'll be like, or something. But then she'll be like, but you, whatever. Lisa, one step, be our guest. That's a whole nother whatever. But Lisa, she'll turn it back around. Like, if she feels criticized, she'll turn around and criticize you. Me. You being me in this, scenario. So she was like, well, you're always late too. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm actually not. Actually, I'm really good at getting from A to Z in 10 minutes to spare or whatever. And anyway, blah, blah, blah. Sorry if I'm, whatever. Am I, going on or something? Am I just blabbering on?
No.
Okay. You're still there.
Yeah,
You're not just tuning out or something.
I'm here.
Okay. Sorry if I'm a little, needy or something.
No.
You're sure?
Yeah.
Oh, you're the best. You're the best. Oh, you're the best. You're the best. Oh, you're the best. You are the best. You're the best.
Stop.
But, so, anyway. Where was I?
On your way to an event.
Oh, right. So we were, in transit on our way to the event, and she's on her whole, power trip where it's anything that she contradicts. I'll try to,
Sure.
and she'll be like, no. She'll just be like, no. And I'm like, what? I'm honestly just like, what?
Right.
I mean, what else can you?
Right.
I mean, what can you? I mean, what would you do if you were in the same,
Hard to say.
You do the same thing. You do the exact same thing. Because you can't. With her, you just can't. It's impossible. She makes it impossible. I've tried, but you can't. You just can't. You can't. But anyway. Right, so we're on our way to the event, and she's doing that whole thing, and I'm, super annoyed, and we get there, and it was one of those,
Sure.
and it was in this big room, this big room, and I'm like, and I told her this on the,
Sure.
I'm like, I'm gonna need your support. I'm gonna need that. I just do, because this is gonna be, a really hard thing for me. It just is, this event, it is, and I know that, and that's why I brought her, to be emotional,
Whatever.
support or whatever, right, for me, which is why I'm I'm gonna need it, your support. I'm gonna need that. So we get there, and it's this big room, and there's people there, and there's chairs, but I'm like, don't sit in the chairs. And she's okay with that, do you know? She's actually being really good. I can feel her being supportive. She's kind of different somehow. She's rising to the whatever. And I can feel her being, a good friend for once, and actually really impactful. And for once, it's not about her, and actually she has her hand on my arm like this. So we're in this room, blah, blah. There's lots of people there, and we're kind of standing in the corner, and they all seem to know each other, and no one's really talking to us, and a bell rings. Ding. And everyone gets in this big circle, and everyone is holding hands, and we're still over in the corner by the chairs. So I whisper to her, to Lisa, join the circle with me. Let's walk over there and join the circle. Don't leave me, because I'm little, scared. Not that I mean, not scared. It's just that I've never really been to something like this before, and I'm scared. Yeah, I'm scared. Yeah, I'm a little scared, and I need her there, with me. I need her. I really need that. In spite of all of, everything that she's a friend. In spite of everything, she is. And we, because we go way back, way back. I've known her since I was whatever. I've seen her, and she's seen me. We've seen each other, grow and change and all that stuff. Change back, grow apart, grow back, all that stuff. Get mad, get sad, fall in love, break up, not with each other, with guys. Our grandmas died at the same time. We both got Toyota Corollas. We went away to school together, we came back, we left again, all that stuff. We stayed in touch, We stayed, friends. In spite of everything. Even though half the time I was still like, I hate this bitch. And maybe she was like, I hate that bitch. It's possible. But still. Are you still there?
Yes.
Promise.
Yes.
So, we're in this room. There's a hole in the circle. And they're looking at us. They're waiting for us to join. And I whisper to her, take my hand, Lisa. Take my hand and we'll go up there and we'll join the circle together. And I'll have you on one side at least. There will be a stranger on the other, but I'll have you on one side at least, my friend. In spite of everything. Because I and we, there's a lot of water, under that whatever. She, when we were, whatever. And then there was, but it doesn't matter. So I'm take my hand, Lisa. Take my hand and we'll go up there and we'll join the circle. It was so quiet. They were looking at us. It was this big room. It was this weird moment. They were all frozen. They were looking at us. There were no windows. There were no sounds. Take my hand, I said. Lisa, take my hand and we'll go up there and we'll join the circle. Take my hand and we will. I was so glad to have her with me. I would have been scared to be there alone. Don't laugh. If you're laughing, don't laugh. Take my hand, I said. Lisa, take my hand. She didn't respond. She was right behind me, or so I thought. Take my hand, I said, Lisa, but she didn't respond. It was so quiet. Lisa, I said, take my hand. Lisa, I said. Lisa? Lisa? I said, Lisa? We go way back. We go way, way back. We're friends. We were friends. We're good, good friends. We go way, 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 way back. Lisa! It was so quiet. I was alone in that room with those people. They were watching me. They were waiting for me. They were holding a space in the circle.